we have the grand final. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. That's right. The journey is coming to an end, I'm afraid. And that being the case, we're going to watch MH from Czech Republic versus Leonard from Germany. Full battle grand final SBX KBB25 Boss Loopstation edition. There, I said it. I have been watching all the other battles. Of course, you can find them on my channel and everything else. Again, guys, this channel is new, so I'm moving all my loopstation and beatbox reactions from the main channel to this one. So make sure you subscribe and you stay tuned. All right. I think that being said, we are ready to get started here. MH versus Leonard. I could have pictured it from the beginning. I think they're two of the strongest competitors. Definitely Leonard for sure. MH surprised me a little bit in his like new evolution style that is very tight. It may like fly under the radar at first, but once you like really listen to it, his style is really different. I think it's special. So this should be good. And now we begin. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. On. Am I recording? Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Very important that I record this. Otherwise, what are we doing? Okay.
Welcome to the final of the SBX Kickback Battle 2025 Boss Loopstation Edition Season 2. Today we have MH versus Leonard. First up is MH with 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I say the 3 and I say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1, Beatbox.
MH, breathe in. Okay.
Time.
Scott.
Round 2.
All right. First, kind of take here on this round. He's continuing his style, right? Very consistent with more of a minimalistic, melodic, even experimental type of way of creating music. This was, I would say, more EDM, house, but still quiet, right? It felt so like you really had to, put your headphones close to your ears and appreciate it that way. And I think he's forcing you to do it. It's deliberate, right? It's not like he's, lacking other sounds or that he needs to turn up the volume in the loop station or something. No, it's just, it's the way it was designed to be. So I respect that. I see it. And I think it's a vibe. It's a very quiet vibe, but it's a vibe. Now, how is this going to pan out against Leonard? It's difficult. Man, I may be speaking too soon. Of course, I'll give you my opinion after each round. But the thing about Leonard is we know he's probably going to come out with Leonard House. And that is loud, that is big, that is this sort of party style. And MH kind of did that style, but in his way. So I don't know if maybe MH should have gone like full MH and not so much house, because I think we're going to compare house to house, and that's probably not something we would want as MH. But let's see.
Ooh, Leonard, switch!
Leonard! Freedom presents. Oh my god, it's just sweet.
Oh, you expected a round from Leonard?
With a cucumber.
That's embarrassing.
Random. Is it in reverse?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of the KBB. I hope you guys are ready. MH, here we go. Cause, in the shadow you can find the death. In the shadow you can find the death. In the shadow you can find. Everybody's dancing with the shadow in the death like ha.
And that's time.
Left some time on the clock, which is odd, because I think his style serves as like a good genre to extend. Like, I feel like he could easily have extended it to fill up the time, but you know, regardless, maybe the judges will take that in consideration though. All right, he brought out the club music, Taki Taki, and other references there. It's very distinct, this sound. Da, do, da, do, da, do. I don't know where that's from, or you know, who kind of came up with that, but it really sticks in your head. And he had all sorts of craziness going on, very wobbly, very staticky, again, different textures, different. I feel like you're like when you're throwing paint at like a wall and just going crazy with creativity, but it was concise. Like it made sense with the whole track, beatbox competition like. And then he goes on to, you know, doing some beatbox. I think that was such a good part in here, my favorite part. First half, I give it to Leonard, and the reason being, I think it was a track that felt more appropriate for a final. It was more of a big punch. It felt, you know, full. It had unexpected parts. It just had more energy, and that's so important, especially live. But you know, you could just see it through the screen. There's like more of a showmanship, right? And it doesn't have to kind of like win the battle. We're here for the music itself, but it definitely helps, right? If you're a good performer, then it's bonus points. And this track just sort of erased MH's track from my mind. And that's also the benefit of going second. But still, I think it's the loudness. Now, some people equate loudness to better, which is not true. But again, it is a strategy. So people, you know, you turn up the volume, you say something loud, something with confidence, something whatever. It's kind of like Just Sweet and his approach to looping. Just could say the most random things, but if you say it with confidence, people are like, okay, you just accept it. So and I think you know, Just Sweet, Leonard has this one pretty secure so far. I think MH has to come out with like an epic track to stand a chance. Otherwise, this is because again, guys, I think we knew Leonard was going to come out with something, you know, club or house, electronic, just like party atmosphere. And MH did that in his first track, but in MH soft style. And I think contrast would have helped him best, right? Don't try to go with the Leonard vibe. Try to go with your own vibe, with the dark, you know, mysterious, kind of atmospheric, conceptual side. And that, you know, this happened, but either way. Okay, man, this is a long video. The commentary is very thorough, I guess. But yeah, second half starting right now.
Round 3, MH, switch.
Sounds like it's gonna be an emotional track.
And that's time.
MH is here for the music, guys. And for him, I don't think it's even about the battle anymore. I mean, it could be like a silent way of battling, but we're not seeing, you know, any counters or any shout outs, any phrases, nothing. It's just he's there to do his thing, regardless of what Leonard says or what happens. And I think that's fair. However, this is a battle, and I have a feeling Leonard's gonna go battle mode. But you still have to appreciate what MH is doing here. And again, it does sound experimental. It's like he's going through this phase, I guess. But it sounds just really nice, peaceful, spiritual even. It's music that goes to your heart and your soul. Whereas Leonard is music that goes to like your body dancing and movements. It's just completely different. How do you judge this? I guess it comes down to oh man, there's a mosquito here. But what a bad timing for this. If I were a judge, I guess I would, you know, look for errors and stuff like that. But again, this is just music at this point. How do you compare? Okay. Let's go to the final round, and I will give you my final opinion at the end before the judges. All right? All right.
Round 4, Leonard, switch!
Leonard, you have the floor.
Game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now. Spin the reel, let it roll again. Everybody plays the same old game. Win or lose, that's the price we pay, and we roll that way, baby. Chasing luck in the mirrored room. Deal the cards or lose too soon. Some forget it's just a game, we play the same. So right on a good day, on a bad day, on a good day, and it goes like this on a good day, on a bad day, on a good day. Yeah, everybody knows the truth. And you know why? 'Cause life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now. Rolling the dice, yeah, I'm chasing the flame. Everybody wants to play the same game, and kings and queens, they're all just the same. So here we go again. Like on a good day, on a bad day, on a good day. Yeah, everybody knows the truth. Yeah, life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now, but nobody survives. Life is a game now, everybody wants to play now. Everybody wants to play the game. Yadam bam 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 bam, we yeah, life is a game now. Life is like a game.
Time!
This became more difficult than I had expected. I think Leonard could have gone in here with a knockout punch, but he didn't. He went light and casual. I don't know why. I don't know why. Was not expecting this from Leonard. Again, I think his strongest suit is going like full party mode, energy, give me the lights, give me the beats, the drops, whatever, those, really crazy, nice melodies, electronic. But he went into this like kind of loopy, kind of casual, kind of funky beat, which is fine. I mean, it's interesting to see him venture into this type of music, but it's not his strongest side. And for a final and a final round, you would want to see like the strongest, like his best possible work. And even though I enjoyed it, I don't think it was his best. And now I am left in the air. I think the first half, Leonard won, because in my head he like completely erased MH's track. But the second half, I'm gonna have to give it to MH, right? It's like they switch back and forth. How I mentioned, I think MH, even without knowing, because MH went first, tried to do some like house beat that Leonard would do, and I don't think that was the best the best way. So I give Leonard the first round, but then in the second round, MH did his thing. I think that was a really solid round. Again, emotional. It's about the lyrics and that effect that he puts on his voice. It just makes it kind of personal, sentimental. And Leonard, I think, tried to not necessarily like, copy or try to do what MH does, but he put more emphasis on the lyrics and on, trying to be experimental, trying to do something different than what he's accustomed to doing, like from what I understand. So I would say that didn't work well in his favor, because MH did his thing better. They each do their things better. So now it's like, why did Leonard have to make this more complicated? Because I thought, like I said, Leonard could have easily come out and done one of his other just like more energetic, aggressive tracks, and that could have been it. But yeah, it is not with this track. And what I see about this battle is that they just kind of went, I would say, casual, nonchalant. We saw no battle element at all, I think, which is even strange, right, for a final. Man, I wish I had more time to think about this, because now I don't know. I think man, how are you? Tell me, explain in the comments how you felt in this moment when you saw all the rounds and the judges were about to say their thoughts. Who did you think won after hearing this the first time? Only one time, as I have heard right now. Were you sure about it? Was it kind of 50-50? MH kind of blew my mind with this style that is very refined, very different. Not like my favorite type of music to listen to, admittedly, but I could see that it's really, he's creating his own path, and not many people are doing what he's doing. So the more he does this, the better he's gonna get at it, and the more like tuned he's gonna sound. And Leonard, bringing more colors, more brightness, more of a personality into it. So very different, very far apart, almost kind of opposites. Who wins this battle? I guess, you know what, I'm gonna say that Leonard wins, but just like if I had to choose, if I had to pick one, and if I were a judge, and I would say Leonard wins because he brought more aspects to the battle. Aside from the music, I just saw more of him here. I felt his showmanship, his presence, his trying to, like, you know, create a show, give us like a little bit more. And while MH was more reserved, and I get that it's his thing, but you know, for a battle here, I guess I want to see some oomph. And you know, we got that from Leonard, especially his first round. So I think out of the 4 rounds that we heard, Leonard's first round was my favorite, and I think that one was better than MH by more than MH's second round versus Leonard, which I think was better by just a little bit. So if we're going on like measurements, then I guess Leonard wins it, and that's going to be my opinion. But again, it's very close. And now I'm actually curious, because like I said, going first half, I thought, you know, Leonard has it, easy voting for the judges. Now I don't know what they're going to say. So let's see. Okay.
So this was the final, and believe me, my decision was hard. Yeah, very hard. It was hard because we have two very, very different loopers, very good on doing their own things, and it's sometimes hard to compare. So first round of MH, I love the harmony, which is very long. It's in 2 parts. I really like the sounds he uses. I really like the ambience. I really like the beginning, the way it goes into the song. Drops are very minimalistic. I like the first one. I mean, it works. I expected something more for the second drop, which is quite the same that the first one. Maybe I expected the new information or 1 or 2 new sounds. I have this feeling I discovered the song, I discovered the sounds, the harmony. Then the first drop come, then you come back to kind of a verse, and I want to grow, and the second drop makes me a little bit. But as always,
that's
for
a good way to put it.
The ambience of the round is so great. I love it. The first round of Leonard is 10 seconds too short. So yeah, the music timing in this kickback was supposed to be between 3 minutes and 3 minutes 30. But I know that the participants were not aware of everything. Some of them thought if you speak at the beginning, it's part of the 3 minutes and 3:30, but it's not. It's not a big problem at this point, for me at least. So, this round is very Leonard. It's very efficient. It's so powerful. I loved this round. I really like the idea of the singing. It gives a very nice ambience and it works. It's very cool idea. So it's clearly a drop round. The first drop works so much. I love it. I also like the fact that you beatbox, you do breaks using your microphone. MH round 2. I really feel a judgy vibe. I don't know if we pronounce it like this. Those who knows. In French, I will say joji. It really reminds me this artist. So this track is very MH style. I like the ambience. I like the beginning. I love the snare with the delay. I love the flow. I love the kicks a little bit back. But like his first round, at some point in the round, I miss something.
Yeah, you wanted more.
Evolution. I miss progressive. Again, really like the way you enter the song, discovering the ambience, the chords, your voice. And at some point, I always expect something more. And I don't have it. Yeah, hard to say, but if at the end you had just a last part higher than the others, would have been perfect in my opinion. And Leonard, second round, like usual, it's very efficient. It's very well done. I like how the round starts. It starts very fast. I like to hear the 4 voices, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're straight into it in the song. I like the technique with the vocoder. I like the question and answer with your shadow. Yeah, it works. It's very cool. But as often with Leonard, in my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, I feel a bit like it's an exercise, like it's not a track from your soul. I feel like it's an exercise, a music exercise you do. But it's very, very well done. Very well done as always
can see it.
with Leonard. Lyrics are very basic, common, I would say, like in your first round also. This is not something important for Leonard, I guess, have sense or touch with the lyrics. It's not a problem, just what I see. So now let's make philosophy. With MH, I have a feeling of, I love the beginning of your rounds, but at some point I miss a high peak, so the round could be incredible. The music MH does really touch me. I
have to say this or else I'll forget. MH has the depth, but he lacks evolution. Whereas we see evolution with Leonard, but he lacks depth. Am I some sort of philosopher, beatbox philosopher? Perhaps.
Love it. It touches like ear. I love his musical personality. I love his voice. I love the sounds he uses. I love the harmony he's looking for. But in the 2 rounds I've seen in this final, I miss something for the rounds to be exceptional. With Leonard, I feel rounds are finished pieces. I can feel the work. Also on Leonard's round, he looks like a war machine. But contrary to MH, I feel Leonard misses a musical personality, a clear one. But it's very, very well done, and it works. So here we have MH, who touched me with his music, was a unique sound, who have ideas, only him has the secret, but I have the feeling both of his rounds could evolve better, have something more. Yeah, I miss a wow effect on both of MH's round. And on the other side, we have Leonard, very strong on all he does on the loop station, no mistakes, well-structured rounds, very powerful with his first round, very musical, and he show his singing skills with his second round. I miss uniqueness, if I can say, on Leonard's style. I miss expression, musical personality. And I have to choose for who will I
Yeah,
vote.
it's like, what?
In this final, I am more impressed by Leonard, and I will vote for him. I feel his rounds are better constructed than MH ones. With Leonard, I have the feeling of finished pieces, and I don't have this feeling with MH. I probably expected something more in both of MH's rounds. Congratulations to both of you guys. This kickback was amazing. You both did very well, and I liked all the 4 rounds I've seen. My job is to say who was better, and this is what I did, but it doesn't mean I didn't like something. I really liked everything. Thank you to Biscuit and Christoph. It was very cool to judge with you guys. Thank you to all the participants of the kickback. It was a very nice event. And also to all the loopers who did a wildcard for this competition. It's so cool to see the level in Loopstation is so strong. Thank you to the Swissbeatbox team for the organization. I had a great time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. I really like listening to the judges' opinions. I mean, not just Robin, but although I think he nailed it here, he was very, communicative. Like his communication skills were very good on this one. And I'm not a looper myself. I'm not even a beatboxer. I mean, kind of casual, but I'm just more of a listener, and I enjoy music, beatboxing, etc. So my opinion is a bit different. I'm not a professional, but by listening to the judges, their opinion, you even learn from it, right? Just kind of things that are, kind of clicking, and you're like, oh yes, yeah, I can see it, and that's what's been happening. So it's really awesome that we get their opinion at the end. I enjoy this format, so good. good, Swissbeatbox. Okay, so we have one vote for Leonard.
Okay, we've
Okay.
made it to the final round of the kickback battle. Leonard
What
versus
is that somebody in a bed or what's going on here?
We've made it to the final round of the kickback battle. Leonard versus MH. Man, both of these guys killed it, like throughout the whole competition. Super consistent. MH opening with round one, a nice little house thing. Super minimal and detail oriented. Maybe I would have liked the details to come through a little bit more. I understand the style and the approach he was going for was very minimal, and I love tracks like this, but I think there was a way he could have done it that made it feel more just like overall, maybe take up more space, but still very cool. Leonard's round two had everything that MH's first round didn't, which was just high energy and maximalism, utilizing the loop very well, using Beatbox very well. This is a Beatbox competition at the end of the day, so, you know, points for that. Just incorporating a lot of live elements and performance, you know, as Leonard does. So I would give round one, to Leonard, because just off of the utilization of the loop station from beginning to end felt very cohesive. And round two, MH's first round was super, you know, kind of like within the vein of rounds that we've heard from him in the semifinals. But, you know, still very nice. The distortion balance at the end was really interesting, how it kept that sub, but the distortion wasn't like piercing or pleasing. Big fan of that. And the slicer, really nice moments in here, and that initial drop just like hit super hard. And then Leonard coming out of like left field with a jazzier hip hop chord extravaganza, like insane musicality on display in this one. You can tell he's really been brushing up on his
Jazzy hip hop chord extravaganza. Okay, I can see it.
music theory, and it's really nice to see here. Once again, just using the loop to the maximum. I remember in my judgment of Mokbay versus MH, Mokbay's problem was that he was using the loop a ton and utilizing all the crazy sounds, but it didn't feel like there was meaning or cohesion in the song structure. Leonard fixes this problem, and he makes everything make sense within the context of the song he's performing, using the loop to its maximum ability, and his voice and his beatboxing. And MH is an incredible artist who makes incredible songs, but I think in terms of the loop station battle for this one, I'm going to have to give my vote to Leonard. But congratulations to both you guys. You smashed it from beginning to end. Huge fans of you. Love your work. Bye. Mwah.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh boy.
Every time I see Christoph, he's like having, it's like everything is melting around him. He's such in like a difficult situation. Christoph, I want you to be good, to relax. It's gonna be okay.
Oh
But
boy.
I can imagine being a judge and going last. There's a lot of pressure on him.
I have my decision, but I'm in a sense not so happy because I would want them both to win. This was such a crazy final. I loved it, every second of it. It was really, really high level. So first of all, MH Leonard, like, amazing. Pushing the art form, pushing the device, pushing yourselves. Lot of respect and love for you guys. Really, hats off. I'm truly amazed. Quickly going in, MH first round versus Leonard first round. By this much, if only the first round would count, I would give it to MH. I really, really like the minimalistic choices, the minimalistic build, the minimalistic sound. Every sound has a place everything has a meaning, and the evolution of the song, as minimalistic and step by step it is, I love it. First round Leonard, I love it too. It's more of a sound or a vibe that we had before. Don't feel it as like super original as it's with MH, but very powerful. I really like the beatbox part. What truly stands out about Leonard, that he really tries to show as much as he can of his skills within a round while keeping it musical. In the second round, MH still amazing. I'm jaw dropped, like he really managed the style, like invented his own style. He has his style, you can instantly know it's MH, but it didn't show as much of new things or new aspects or new whatever. MH performed two awesome rounds and two beautiful pieces of music. Meanwhile, Leonard brought a little bit of newer flavor with this grammatic style, jazzy electronic vibe. I really liked it. It's very catchy. It's really great, and he keeps showing stuff that you never know what to expect with Leonard. You don't know, like, is it gonna be a crazy bass drop? Is he gonna sing? Is there gonna be a solo? Is there gonna be just some step-by-step evolution? You never know. And in this competition, throughout his 7 rounds, it was always the same this way. Like, you never really knew what's happening, but whatever happened was super interesting, very immersive, and at the end of the day, it's really apples to oranges. Like, how do you compare something very chill, very minimalistic, very style driven versus something very high energy, very powerful, very energy driven, and but at the end of the day, taking everything in consideration, that this is a competition to try to show more than the other, to try to seal the deal with the judges, try to seal the deal with me, try to convince me as a judge and the viewers that I'm the better looper, I'm the better composer, I'm more masterful at the device. At the end of the day, I have to give it to Leonard. Congratulations, and MH, hats off, bro.
Leonard it is.
Amazing. And yeah, Leonard, I have no words. You showed so much in one device. So my vote is going to Leonard. Much love to you guys.
Yeah, this is why Leonard won. Yeah, that was my favorite round. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. Just to summarize everything, essentially Leonard gave us more. He just gave us a little bit more, and I think the judges explained it very well, even though MH has a very distinct style that I think it's very interesting. It's not as explored, right? Leonard brought more energy, I think, more colors, more brightness, more pizzazz, right? Bazinga, or whatever other extravaganza, and that to me won the battle, because at the end of the day, you're showcasing your music here and there, but it is a battle. Even though this felt like, for example, if the Beatles went into a music battle against AC/DC, right? Both goated, incredible in their own ways, but I think for a show, for a battle, AC/DC would probably, win against the Beatles with a bigger sound, more things going on, etc. That's just, you know, an analogy that I came up with. And the other thing I wanted to say is just that I still think Tio Neb could have made it to the final, and he probably could have won. I don't know what happened in that battle. I'm still, you know, it was shocking. And it's just so solid. I would like to watch more from Tio Neb. But anyway, great competition overall. I enjoy this format. I wish we had more, you know, kickback battles, but you know, they're gonna happen at the right time. I don't know if they're gonna do a solo beatbox competition for the kickback, but of course it would be nice. And otherwise, I guess we'll just wait for the GBB that is happening, what, late October. But who knows when the videos are going to start dropping. I think I'm going to try to do live streams if it's, you know, possible, technically, to live stream the GBB. And I will react to it, you know, live, and then afterwards react to the videos independently. But either way, I have a ton more videos that I have to move from the main channel to this one. So guys, stay tuned. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.